Welcome back to Tabletop Assault. I'm David.
I'm Ross.
And today we're bringing you 1500 point battle report, where I'll be bringing Necrons Sautekh Dynasty.
And I'll be bringing Chaos Space Marines Red Corsairs. So today we're going to be playing Deadlock. How that works is that we each begin with 6 objective cards at the beginning of the game.
Okay.
And we can achieve as many as we want, but on turn 2 we can only hold 5. So you can draw up to 5 if you scored them all, but if you score none then you must discard one. Same goes for turn 3, where you have only 4 cards, so on and so forth. You also have Strategic Deadlock, which at the beginning of turn 3, all our stratagems cost, I think, is it double the amount of points. So
that's not going to be fun.
You know, if you're using something to re-roll dice, it's going to cost you 2 command points, and if you're going to do, you know, you pass a morale test and automatically, it's going to count as 4 command points.
You need to remind me of that, Ross.
Yes, because it's tricky rule, usual stuff, Slay a Warlord, Linebreaker and First Blood.
So with that, let's show you our forces.
We have here 1500 points of Red Corsairs. I'm taking them in a battalion detachment, so I will have 6 command points to play with in this game. They're going to be led by Huron Blackheart, of course. His Warlord trait is going to be a Legendary Fighter. We also have a Sorcerer who has got a 4-sword, bolt pistol and frag and crack grenades. We then have a unit of Chaos Space Marines. They have one Aspiring Champion who has bolt gun, bolt pistol and frag and crack. And then I have a unit of 9 Chaos Space Marines, 7 of which have bolt guns, 2 of them have plasma guns. All of them have got bolt pistols and frag and crack grenades. We have 2 units of cultists. One of them is a 10-man squad and they have a heavy stubber, all of them with auto guns. And then we have a 15-man squad, all of them with auto guns, but one of them is upgraded to have a heavy stubber as well. We then have a unit of 7 possessed. We have also 2 Hellbrutes, both coming exactly the same. They have a multi-melta and Hellbrute fists. We then have 2 Mauler Fiends. One Mauler Fiend has Mauler Fiend fists and 2 magma cutters. The other one is armed with Mauler Fiend fists and Lasher tendrils. And then we have 2 Chaos Rhinos, both armed with combi bolters and a Havoc launcher as well. That's my 1500 points of Red Corsairs.
Facing off against Ross and his Red Corsairs, we have 1500 points of a battalion detachment Necron force with the Sautekh Dynasty. So that will give us 6 command points to play with today. They're going to be led by Nemesor Zahndrekh, who will have the Tenacious Survivor Warlord trait, which is Ignore a Wound and a 6+. We then have Nemesor Zahndrekh kicking about as my second HQ choice. And then we have 2 Giant Blobs of Warriors, a 20-man warrior with Gauss Flares and a 17-man warrior with Gauss Flares. We then have a 10-man Immortal squad with 10 Gauss Blasters, and a Triarch Stalker with a twin heavy Gauss cannon, and we also have a massive forelimbs on him too. And then finally, the big bad Monolith, who's eating up pretty much all of my points. He'll have a Particle Whip and 4 Gauss Flux Arcs. We just want to state as well here at this point, per the FAQ, the Monolith now has Ballistic Skill 3+. So for any out there who haven't had a chance to look at the FAQ yet, wondering why I'm hitting on a 3+, that's why. So with that, let's show you the deployments and the table we're playing on today.
This is the city map we are playing on today. Now, as it is Deadlock, we do have 6 objectives scattered around the field. So where they are is we have number 1 over here, number 2, and number 3 on this flank. Number 4 hiding away in this building here. Number 5 again on this flank, and number 6 just down here. So yeah, 6 objectives scattered around. Let's see how we deploy.
So I won the roll off for placing the objectives first, or not placing the objective first, choosing the deployment that we're playing in, and I've chose Hammer and Anvil. So my extreme right flank, I've got 17 warriors, then the Ghost Arc on objective marker 2, that is. We have Nemesor Zahndrekh and Nemesor Zahndrekh hidden in the building, 10 Immortals on top and second floor, and then the Monolith and my last 20-man blob of Necron warriors are in the Tomb World. So yeah, that's the Necron deployment, very small, very simple, compact. Let's take a look at Red Corsairs.
Red Corsairs deployment next. So what have we got? We've got a unit of cultists hiding in this building, and a unit of cultists hiding behind this barricade, just so they can sit on this objective. We have our two Mauler Fiends side by side. They are holding on to objective marker 3 at the moment. We have Huron and his Rhino up front. Two Hellbrutes and a Rhino here as well. So pretty much a full line that is planning to race towards the Necrons as soon as possible. So we don't have any of the stuff like Nightfine or any of that stuff going on at the moment. All we've got left, I believe, is Seize Initiative.
Don't seize, Ross.
Yeah, well, I won't be.
Would you like to use a command point?
Absolutely not. With that, let's go into Necrons Turn 1.
Right, so it's Necrons Turn 1 for Sautekh Dynasty. We're going to draw our 6 tactical objective cards, see what we get. Hopefully we get something quite nice. The plan really is to start picking away at Ross's machines. I like my machines, I don't like his machines. They're tainted. So with that, let's take a look at my objective cards. So I've just drawn my 6 objective cards, and we have secure marker 6 and 4. So 6 is down here, close to my warriors. 4 is over there, close to the monolith. I also got defend objective 4 for 2 turns, which is quite nice. Supremacy, hold 3 victory points, pretty much get D3 victory points for that. And then we've got assassinate, but that's probably not going to happen just now because his characters are hidden away. And witch hunter, Ross does have some psychers. So pretty good spread of tactical objective cards, can't really complain about that. Let's just go ahead, do our movement phase, do our augments for our warriors as well and immortals, and we'll recap in a second. We've finished up the Necron movement phase, and you know what, quite a lot happened there. So quite importantly, we have those warriors, 20-man warriors disembark from the Toon World, 3-inch disembark, and then a 5-inch movement. So they've kind of moved along the side there, kind of stretching the battle lines. Monolith is inched up a little bit just to get in range of Ross's machines. Immortals are starting to come out of the building, however they can't all get out, too much movement down the floors. And these warriors have moved up as well, along with Illuminer Zaraz. And finally, Stalker in here has stayed stationary because he's got a long gun. And Nemesor Zahndrekh has moved up and advanced because we're trying to get for objective number 4. And rolled a 6 for his advance, which was pretty nice. Let's go for the augments, however. So my will be done. We activated on these warriors before Nemesor Zahndrekh moved, so these are my will be done. We also did Nemesor Zahndrekh's augment, which we also rolled +1 to ballistic skill.
Well, originally you didn't.
Yes, sorry, I originally didn't, but then Ross reminded me. Use a command point, David, to re-roll that.
So what was your first result?
+1 attack, which is kind of useless.
Which you were disappointed with.
So I re-rolled the result with a command point down to 5, and we got another ballistic skill buff on these guys. Sorry, on the immortals. Apologies, on the immortals. So my will be done. Nemesor Zahndrekh's augment on the immortals. So they're +1 to their hits just now. Lovely. And then finally, Illuminer Zaraz within an inch of a unit. Chose this unit here. He rolled his augment. He rolled a 6, +2 ballistic skill. Permanently for the whole game, however. So as much as this unit is +1 hits for my will be done, they are also +1 ballistic skill, or ballistic skill 2, for the whole game from Illuminer Zaraz. So their my will be done's kind of wasted, but I wasn't 100% sure I was going to get it with Zaraz. That's the movement, guys. That's the augments as well. We're going to shoot some Gauss. We're going to start the shooting with my Stalker, and he's going to shoot his twin heavy Gauss cannon over at the middle Mauler Fiend with those Lasher tendrils. So my Stalker hasn't moved, so these are normal ballistic skill to hit, so 3+ for 1 hit.
Do you want to use a command point?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Why not? Yes.
Nope. So I'm down to 4, guys, just to recap there. We did get 1 hit, and now that Mauler Fiend is now targeted.
Oh.
So any remaining shots against it this turn are reroll failed hits of 1.
Okay.
However, this hit, so it's strength 9, so 3s to wound. That's a wound.
Yep.
It is -4 to your save.
-4 to my save, so it's going to be my 5-up invo. I'm going to use command point here because I know this does a lot of damage. And we saved it.
Good choice of command points there. The Monolith is going to shoot next, and again at the middle Mauler Fiend with the Lasher tendrils. Now I do have the floating fortress rule, so I get no penalties for moving and shooting with heavy. And per the errata, I am now Ballistic Skill 3+.
Yeah, you're absolutely delighted with that.
So particle whip, 8 shots. Now reroll failed hits of 1 because of the targeting relay.
Ah, okay.
So 4 have got through so far. Okay, so 5 get through. It's strength 8, so these are 3s to wound.
Sure is.
For only 2 wounds. Now it is -2 to your save.
So it's going to be a 5-up save, of which I fail one but pass the other.
So D3 wounds for 3 wounds off the Mauler Fiend. Monolith is now going to shoot the Gauss Flux arcs, so that will be 4 of them, all shooting at him, so it's 12 shots, hitting on 3s. Reroll 1s, so they've all hit so far.
Uh-oh.
Reroll 1s, so we get 10 hits out of the 12. These are strength 5, so 5s to wound. For 1, 2, 3, quite a fair bit. So 6 wounds at -2, so 5-up saves.
Yep. Oh no.
So you fail 5 and you've used your command points. So they're all damage 1, so 5 wounds. Only 6 of the 10 immortals are just in range of your middle Mauler Fiend with the Lasher Tendrils. You can tell when it's dead. Now they are +1 with the ballistic skill because of Nemesor Zahndrekh's augment, and they do have target relay, so they're basically 2+ to hit with a reroll failed hits of 1. So 12 shots with Gauss Blasters. That's cocked. Take out those 2 fails. That's not a hit on reroll 1. Okay, so we get 10 hits.
Do you not reroll ones?
I've rerolled that one.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. Looking for 5s. Again. That's 5 wounds at -2 to your save.
Okay, okay. So I need to pass it. You know, just don't. Well, we'll see.
And that's him.
I can't reroll. I've used up my command point
in this turn. In this phase.
Yeah.
Does it explode?
Please don't. Please don't. That's cocked. Please don't. Please don't explode. Oh, thank goodness.
But hey, first blood to the Necrons. These 20 warriors, who are augmented from Zaraz and Nemesor Zahndrekh, are going to shoot their 17 Gauss flares at the Mauler Fiend without the Lasher Tendrils.
Sure, sure, sure.
So 17 shots, they're hitting on 2+. 2 misses, so fairly good rolls.
Yeah, yeah.
Now these are going to be 5s to wound. That's pretty good, I'll take it for 5s to wound. So that's 5 wounds at -1 to your save, so 4-up save.
So 4-up saves.
3 wounds.
3 wounds, so that brings it down to 9.
Illuminator Zaraz will shoot his Eldritch Lance next at the wounded Mauler Fiend. So this is 3+ to hit, which we don't. And last to shoot are these 20 warriors who are all in range of your Mauler Fiend, and I'm going to choose the one that's not obviously out in the cover, the one that's in the open. They're not a unit, are they?
No, but you're going to choose a Hellbrute to fire at.
Sorry, so that one.
Yep.
Yeah, you're totally right.
Okay.
20 shots, there's no augments on these guys, so 3+ to hit. Still fairly good. That's 5 misses. So 15 hits, and we're looking for 5s to wound. 2, 3, fairly good rolls today. That's 6 wounds on the Hellbrute.
So it's -1,
Yeah.
so I'm going to be 4+ saves. Which, that was pretty not bad.
Very good.
Yeah, not bad, just 2 wounds off. Down to 6, I believe. David's finished up his shooting phase there. Now, Hellbrute has taken an unsaved wound, so I roll on the Crazed to see if he gets to fire. No.
That's the end of the Necron turn. Now, just to quickly recap, we got first blood and killed the Mauler Fiend with Lasher Tendrils. We've also started to do some damage now on the other Mauler Fiend and a Hellbrute, which is also really good. We've got no victory points to claim yet. We don't have any objectives that are acquired or any of the, supremacy or witch hunter, that sort of stuff. None of that yet, but we're in a good position to get it next turn. With that, we did get first blood, so it's 1 victory point to the Necrons, to Chaos 0. Let's see what Red Corsairs have in response.
So we just had the Necron turn 1 there, and yeah, not bad. I did lose a Mauler Fiend, but David didn't score any objectives, which is kind of handy. So I feel objectives is going to be where I really need to make this up. We're going to draw my cards, see what happens and how I can achieve. So let's have a look at that. One thing to mention is my Mauler Fiend will go up a wound.
Ain't that something?
Ain't that helpful. The other one would have done if it wasn't dead. So we have our 6 cards for turn 1. What have we got? I have Secure Objective Marker 3, which is highly possible. It means I will have to keep someone back, which I'm not too pleased about. Secure Objective Marker 6, Defend Objective Marker 6. That's going to be tricky. I have to somehow get a unit close by to there. Kind of difficult, but we'll see if I can come up with a plan. Secure Objective Marker 1 is over here. Now I might try and get a unit over there and score that, so that'll be handy. Area Denial is sort of a new card to this edition, where basically you get a victory point if no enemy units are within 6 inches of the centre of the board, D3 if they're within 12. Centre of the boards, no Necrons, definitely 12 inches away. Advance is another new one, and it is score 1 victory point if none of your units are in your deployment zone. That's not going to happen. And Secure Objective Marker 4. Unfortunately, I do believe that David's Warlord has also got a plan for Objective Marker 4. So I've got a few things I can try and score in point wise. We'll have a think about that and see where I finish up my movement. So we finished up the Chaos movement phase. Pretty simple. We've got our Cultists who moved here first and advanced to Secure Objective Marker 3. We then moved our injured Mauler Fiend further up, and he advanced as well to really sort of bear down onto those Necrons. Our Rhino moved forward as well. He popped smoke as well to try and make it a little bit more difficult of taking him out. Our 2 Hellbrutes advanced forward, one of them getting Objective Marker 1, which is really helpful. And the other one tried to advance but really fluffed it, which wasn't ideal. Just want to get him closer for Multi-Melta and their fists. And the Rhino moved over here and again popped smoke. So yeah, it was all really just trying to get into Necron's face. Hopefully we're going to cause them, you know, a little bit to think about now, because they have a lot of things close to them. Yeah. So that is the end of the Red Corsairs turn 1. Everything advancing or popping smoke, really just trying to get into position to hopefully get a good turn 2. However, I did achieve objectives, which David didn't do in his turn.
Nope.
I secured Objective Marker 3, giving me 1 point.
You sure did.
I've secured Objective Marker 1, which gives me a further point.
Sure did.
I've done Area Denial, because David didn't have any Necrons within 6 inches. Didn't get the D3 though. And I am going to burn Advance, because I have a Cultist unit sitting on Objective Marker 5, I believe. Which
might come up, so...
Might come up, so I'd much rather burn that one, and we'll wait and see how it plays out later. So I'm currently on 3 victory points to David's 1, as we move into Necrons turn 2.
Welcome back to Necrons turn 2, and apologies there wasn't much action there in Corsairs turn 1, but it's to come.
I'm getting ready for it, okay?
It's to come. I can't draw any new tactical objective cards, so I'm just going to skip showing you that. I already have 6, and now we're on battle round 2, I can only have 5, so I'm forced to get rid of a card. Witch Hunter. Let's just get rid of it. I've now got 5 cards in my hand, but we will be probably claiming some objective points this turn. I'm going to do my movement, do my augments, and we'll recap all of that lovely stuff for you in a moment. We have finished the movement phase for the Necrons, and before Nemesor Zahndrekh actually moved, he activated My Will Be Done on the 20-man blob of warriors. He also did his augment, which, apologies for not naming it last turn, Transient Madness. So you roll on the table, pick a unit within 6 inches. We rolled Transient Madness and got Avenge of the Fallen, +1 attack. So they have +1 to hit, +1 attack. That is very scary.
Uh-oh.
He is now also defending marker number 4, so I will get a victory point for holding it, and hopefully from defending it by 2 turns, another 2 victory points. Next up, those warriors did move towards that monolith because they're going Hellbrute, because they're going to try and kill it. My monolith has moved back, because, well, why not? Over here, the Immortals have all moved out now, and they got augmented by Illuminor Zaraz, and all they got was +1 to their strength permanently for the whole game. Yay! This unit is now all back to normal, no more My Will Be Done. However, remember they were augmented the previous turn by Illuminor Zaraz, and that was +2 for their ballistic skill. And they've moved up to claim number 6, which is another victory point, but more importantly to rapid fire that injured Mauler Fiend. And lastly, I know it's hard to see my Stalkers just doing this thing.
We should also mention when David went to do a buff on the Immortals, he attempted to reroll and used a command point but got the same result.
Yeah, I got +1 strength twice, so that actually puts the command points 3 to me and 4 to Ross. That's all the augments, all the movements. Let's shoot at Ross. Stalker is going to shoot at the Rhino with Huron in it. Now we did pop smoke and I didn't move, but I'm going to be 4+ to hit with my twin heavy Gauss cannons. So 4 pluses. We get 1 hit.
Do you want to use a command point?
I'm probably going to use a command point. Let's go for it. So 4+. Would you believe it?
Uh-oh.
So we get 2 through and the Rhino is now tagged.
Yep.
So 2 are through. It's going to be 3s to wound. For 2 wounds at no saves. This is -4.
No save.
So it's D6 damage apiece. For 5. So you're okay, but 5 damage on the Rhino. Next up is going to be my 17 rapid firing warriors into your injured Mauler Fiend that has 10 wounds.
Okay.
So that's 31 shots. Now remember they are plus, so our ballistic skill 2+ for Illuminor Zaraz the previous turn. Okay, so we got all the ones.
There's 1 cocked, just...
Oh, thank you. Cool, thanks a lot for that, Ross.
No problem.
So, quite a few misses actually.
Yeah, but you wish you tagged it now.
Yeah. Well, we were 2+ to hit.
Okay, well, yes.
5s to wound.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, I'd be going 102. I don't think it's going to kill you, but it's a lot. So you have, what, 4, 5, you've got 9. 4 up, because it's Gauss, -1 to your save. You're not going to die.
No, I'm not going to die yet, but we'll see. So -1, -1.
Yep.
-1, so 4+. Oh, look, I made loads of them.
So you do lose 4 wins, so you're down to 6. We're now going to rapid fire my 10-man Immortals with heavy Gauss blasters, sorry, into the injured Mauler Fiend with 6 wins.
Okay.
So rapid firing, that's 20 shots, hitting on 3s. Fairly healthy roll. So 5 missed. Winning on 5s for -2. Still not enough to kill you, so it's 4 wins.
Okay, 4 wins, -2, so will bring me to my 5 up. 5 up.
That's cocked.
So cocked. I'm going to make this one as well. I don't. But I lose 2 wins, so I'm down to 4.
You are indeed. Eldritch Lance from Illuminor Zaraz into the injured Mauler Fiend. I'm determined to kill it. It's just soaking up this damage now. 3+ to hit. We hit. 3+ to wound. I think I've used my command point already.
Your command point.
Illuminor Zaraz. Monolith up next. The Particle Whip is going to shoot at the Rhino, and the Gauss Flux Arcs are going to shoot at the uninjured Hellbrute. So starting with the Particle Whip though, 8 shots, hitting on 3s.
10 on 4s.
Oh yeah, hitting on 4s, sorry, but we do get to reroll 1s for the target relay from the Stalker earlier on. This is not good. And then we are looking for 3s to wound. For only 1 wound. -2.
-2, so bring me to 5 up.
D3. What do you want to use a command point?
I'm debating. I really need this Rhino to survive, really. Well, yeah, I kind of want it to survive because I know there's scary things coming. 5.
Okay,
no.
so D3. It takes 3 wounds, it's down to 2 wounds.
Uh-oh.
We'll just quickly do the Gauss Flux Arc, which were declared at the uninjured Hellbrute. So they are hitting on 3s. That's cocked. For 3 misses. I'm wounding on 5s. For 3 wounds at -2 to your save.
-2, so that is going to be 5 up. Nailed it.
What a roll, Ross. The last to shoot with these 20 warriors. Now they're all in rapid fire range, and I'm actually going to split the shots. 15 of them are going to shoot at the Rhino. It does sound like overkill, but I need it dead. So that'll be 15, that's 30 shots rapid fires into them, and 10 of the remaining rapid fire shots into this Hellbrute here.
Okay.
So 30 shots! Now we are hitting on 2s because they're my will be done, +1 to the hit rolls.
And you'll be -1 because of smoke.
Yep, and reroll failed hits of 1 because of the target and melee.
So you're hit on 3s, rerolling 1s.
You got it. I see a lot of 1s.
I see some 2s.
Not enough though.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's a fair whack of hits. And these are rerolls to 3s. Okay, so 2 more. So I think that was 8 misses. And
That's
then
pretty good.
wounding on 5s.
Kill them all.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Oh, that's a lot. So that's what, 5, 10, 11 at -1 to your save.
So I need to get 10 4-ups.
You do indeed.
Great. 10 4-ups coming up. No, that's not 10 4-ups.
No.
So I'm going to roll to see if it explodes. Please don't explode. We're okay.
And Ross will get ready to roll to see if any models are slain though.
Okay, so I have 10 models in this now gone Rhino. So I basically roll 10 dice, and on any ones a model slain of my choice. So that'll be 2 are dead. I'm going to choose Huron Blackheart because I can't be bored with it. And I'm going to choose 1 possessed, and everyone else will get out, and yeah. And that is how my disembarkation looks for the possessed Huron and the Sorcerer. So David, you've got 10 more shots.
Remember, they were going into the injured Hellbrute, so these are hitting on 2s, because of my will be done, so they all hit.
Your will be done.
And 5s to wound you. You know what? 3 6s, I'll take it.
Yeah,
so
okay.
-1 to your save.
So 4+. Yep.
Down to 5.
So David's finished up his shooting phase, which means I will now roll on the craze table, well, it's not a table anymore, craze result for my Hellbrute. On a 6 I get to fire it. No.
I'm going to declare a charge of these 20 warriors, and we're going to do that charge onto the Hellbrute.
I'm going to overwatch you.
You sure are.
Nope.
So we're looking at, it'll be 4 inches, I think it was, Ross?
No, it
3
was
inches.
3 inches. You need to get within 1 inch of me.
And we get +1 to our charge rolls from my will be done.
Yeah, now we had a bit of debate about this. It does say you, how was it worded?
So it said you had +1 to your hit rolls, advance and charge rolls. Now we're going by, for example, you're rolling 2 dice for your charge. Is that +1 to each of those dice rolls?
I would have said if it was add 1 to your result, then yeah, it's the result, it's only 1. But as it's a rolls, you're rolling 2 dice. I think rolls is intended, it was supposed to be 1 dice, but they should have said result, not rolls. You're rolling 2 dice, +1 to both.
Either way, in this instance, we can't actually fail it.
Oh no, either way.
But we want to explain that.
You've got it, but you know, let us know what you think. Oh, you've super got it. Yep.
Declaring a charge with these warriors into the Maelstrom before wounds. Do you want Overwatch?
I'd love to with my Magma Cars. They are 6-inch pistol. I mean 6 to it. Nope.
So needing a 5-inch charge?
Fail it.
No.
No.
I'm also going to charge him with the Immortals. So actually I'm not going to charge with him.
Okay.
We don't need to. They're probably going to get charged maybe.
They're going to get charged, yep,
yeah,
sure.
So we're not going to charge them in. What we are going to do though is move the rest of the units in, and yeah, let's get ready to hack away at some robots and stuff. So I've finished up my pile-ins with this 17-man unit. We're also keeping these guys strung out to be within 3 inches of the objective, so we can claim it. But I've got 15 that are within an inch, or within an inch of another model that's within an inch.
Okay.
So 15 attacks, hitting on 3s. Not so good. Fair whack and misses. 5s to injure us. That's really poor. Only 1 wound, full armour save.
Nailed it.
He's okay. Let's move on. My warriors have all piled in to the Hellbrute, and they've got all 20 of them, sorry, within range. So it's only 20 attacks.
Right.
They are my will be done, so they're hitting on 2+. No, I forgot. Nemesor Zahndrekh's augment gave them +1 attack. So it's 40 attacks.
That's the way it's going to happen.
Yeah, so I'll do my first batch of 20. Couldn't work that in my head there.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s though, because it might well be done. So 2 misses, so that's 18 hits.
Great.
Just as well remembered, Nemesor Zahndrekh's augment.
Sure.
Another 20. 4, 3, 4, 5. So that will be 15. 33.
33.
So 33. I've got 20 here. You know what? This is 30 dice here, guys. Unfortunately, I'm missing 3, so we'll just roll these in 3 more.
Sure.
These are going to be 5s to wound you. Just take these 3 fails out. We'll just re-roll these.
Well, alright, okay.
Because it's 3 more.
Sure.
So take those out, take those out, take those out, take those out. You know what? Not the best. If you were troops, however, be a lot better.
Yep.
Fair whack of saves though.
Fair whack of saves, but I do get full armor save though.
3 up.
So 3 up. Oh no.
You just actually, only just.
No, I've only got 5 wounds. I'm done.
So do you explode? Do Hellbrutes explode? Yeah.
Make Hellbrutes explode. No, I'm tempted to use no, I'm not going to use command point. That's not good. Yeah, you got me.
So I've actually piled in my warriors into Ross's Huron and Possess and Sorcerer. A couple of reasons for that. As much as I'm sacrificing my Overwatch of 40 shots, Ross has enough capability to reduce that Overwatch quite significantly. Through the Flamers he's got with Huron, Magic, the
Rhino with Plasma.
Tons of Marines in there.
Yeah, so you're basically choosing for me to not have my shooting phase by taking 1 assault phase from Huron, the Possessed and Sorcerer.
Plus it also masks the Hellbrute getting into melter range of my Monolith, which is quite important.
Sure.
Though Ross, attack me back.
So I'm going to start with my Mauler Fiend attacking back on the Necron Warriors. He is injured, so I'm only going to get 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. Really didn't need this roll at the moment.
Hopefully that's that done.
And then I'm needing 2s to wound, well 2s to kill I believe.
Yeah, 2s to kill.
And 3 are gone.
Woohoo!
Yay! So going to begin my attack backs on the Necron Warriors. Going to begin with my Sorcerer. So he has 3 attacks basic. I'm going to need 3 to hit. Or 2 hit. And now with the stave, it's going to be strength 6, so I'm needing 3s to wounds. For 2 wounds, you do get 5 up saves.
-1, yeah?
Yep.
So 2 warriors, crunk.
Gonna go with Huron's Tyrant Claw next. He has 5 attacks normally, so I'm -1 to hit, so I'm going to be hitting on 3s. For 3 hits.
Cool.
And I'm going to need 2s to wound you, in fact it'll be 2s to kill you.
So 3 more go down.
So we're going to go with Possessed next. Now how they work is they've got Wreathing Tentacles, which gives them D3 attacks in the fight phase, so hoping for 5 or 6. Got to use a command point.
Yeah. There you go.
More like it, so
It's a 6.
I am going to get 6 guys, 18 attacks. So with 18 attacks from the Possessed, I am going to need 3s to hit. And yeah.
Do you get any rerolls for being with Huron?
No, it's only on my morale. I think I'm fearless.
Cool.
I wish. And I am going to need, I'm strength 5, so I'm going to need 3s to wound you. Which is all of them. Now it's -2 to your armor save, so it's going to be 6 up saves.
6 up saves. So we save 1, 2, so we lose 3, 5, 11. Oh!
Yeah, that was not expected.
So it's into the morale phase for Ross, or for me, sorry. I actually cannot pass my morale test because I've took 16 casualties. I did not expect that.
Neither did I.
But I'm going to use 2 command points out of my 3 remaining to do insane bravery and automatically pass the morale test.
Yeah, very
If
good.
I can lock that unit down for 1 more turn, it'll at least help me. Let's recap the turn. That's the end of Necron Turn 2, and as much as I actually get rid of a Hellbrute and get rid of one of the Rhinos and injured a few things, I lost 16 warriors plus another 3 from the Mauler Fiend in the process, so 19 warriors paid the price. But I need to hope that I can mill it out for another turn. Either way though, we do get a lot of victory points, so its currently score is at 2 or 3 to 1?
3 to 1.
3 to 1. So I've secured marker 6, which I have with my warriors. So that's 3 to 2. Secure marker 4, which I have with the Nemesor Zahndrekh. So that's 3 to 3. And I actually hold 3 markers. I have one with Zahndrekh, one with the warriors, and one with the stalker. So I get supremacy for D3 points. I'll take it. So that brings the score 6 to 3 for the Necrons. Worth it. The warriors paid the price, that's worth it. Let's move on to Chaos Red Corsairs, turn 2.
So turn 2 for the Red Corsairs, and we had a great result there against the Necron Warriors. I couldn't be more happy with it. However, the insane bravery is going to hinder me quite significantly to decide what to do in that one. Really want to try and free up this Mauler Fiend, generally just try and deal a bunch of damage to warriors, because if I wipe them, they're not coming back. We're going to move forward, see what we get in card wise, and then we'll hopefully make a plan from that. So I've drawn my new cards. As it's turn 2, I can draw up to 5. Now I've still got secure objective marker 4, which has, well, yeah, that's going to be tough. Defend objective marker 6, which David is currently defending. As for new ones, I do have secure objective marker 6, so that becomes a lot more tempting. I have Kingslayer, which, yeah. And then I have Big Game Hunter, which is, I just need to kill something with 10 or more wounds. And I could be wrong, I'm pretty sure Stalker, does it have 10 or more wounds?
I think it has 10.
Right, well, it's going to be Stalker or Monolith. Either way, David controls all the secure objective ones. I've got to kill a Warlord or something with loads of wounds.
I might be wrong in the Stalker, but I think it's 10.
Yeah, I don't have anyone nearby him, David. It's not going to lie, one of the worst tactical objective draws I have ever had. So we're going to begin with our Rhino here with Chaos Space Marines. I advanced it and I got a 5, so it moved 17 inches. Yeah.
That's some like orc war truck movements.
Yeah, so it's pretty good, or it was a Rhino who advanced, you know, David. Yeah.
It moved fast.
It moved fast, but it just gives me the options for next turn and where I'm going to go. I just need it to survive.
It's not right to bring them out yet.
Sure. I've got my Hellbrute's going to assist the Mauler Fiend, hopefully.
Hooving up a wind.
Yep. And the Cultists are going to bravely try and help the Mauler Fiend as well. I need to try and find a way to deal with these Cultists.
Warriors.
Warriors. Cultists are going to help. I do have a plan. I'm going to try and think if it's going to work as we move into the Psychic phase. So, this is where hopefully my grand plan comes together in the Psychic phase. I'm going to cast Smite with Huron onto the Necron warriors he's currently engaged with. I'm going to need a 5 to get this, which I get, don't peril, and I get D6.
D6 mortal wounds on the unit.
Wonderful result, I really needed that so much. So D6 mortal wounds.
4+, they're all dead. The unit's gone.
The unit's gone, freeing them up. So the Sorcerer next is going to cast Warp Time onto the Possessed. This is now going to be really dangerous, but this is really going to help me if I don't get this right. Warp Time from the Sorcerer onto the Possessed, needing a 6. Cocked.
Oh, that's cocked.
Yep.
Don't roll another 6. You're fine.
So that's fine. So that allows them to immediately move as if it is the movement phase. So the last thing in the Psych phase, we're going to try and cast Prescience from the Sorcerer onto the Possessed, needing a 7+. Don't get it!
It's not the one you needed.
No. So we're going to go with Magma Cars from the Mauler Fiend first. You can fire pistols in combat. I get 2 shots. I'm needing 4 step. Never mind. Going with our Hellbrute next, who's going to target your Monolith.
Yes, indeed.
Mainly because it's the only thing I can so much target. I'm going to need 4 step because I did move.
That 2.
As 2, I'm going to save my command points. There's more important things coming up. Going to use Huron's Tyrant Claw next onto the Immortals. I get D6 automatic hits. How many command points got left? I think it's 3.
2.
2? Oh.
I wouldn't if I was you.
Yeah, I wouldn't either because I need at least 1 in the charge phase. I'm going to leave that, so I'm going to take the 1. Strength 5, so I'm going to need 3
Threes.
to wound you. So that's a wound.
How much AP?
-1.
So 4 up save. 1 goes down.
Just going to go with Huron next. He is going to attempt to charge onto the Necron Warriors. I'm needing a 5-inch charge, please don't fail. And he does not, so he'll be going in. I'll attempt the same with Sorcerer. It'll probably be about the same, maybe a 6-inch.
Go for it.
6 inches going to get
You'll be in, you'll be fine.
So
I think they were equidistant anyway.
Yeah. And the Hellbrook can't actually fit into there, so he's going to have to go that way.
Cool.
Yep. 3 inches might do it. I mean, that's 4 inches. Yeah, definitely.
So he'll go round.
So 3 inches of bringing within 1 inch. He'll get to there.
And lastly, the possessed.
Well, the cultists I'm going to attempt. And
oh, sorry, forgot about them.
Cultists, I need this to be a high roll to get as many in as possible. Well, I'm not really that bored with the cultists. They're only backup, so whatever. They will get in, but not many. But the possessed will go next. This is dangerous. I am gonna go against the Immortals. Would you like to Overwatch?
Let me get my dice ready. So Ross declared a charge onto the Immortals. I have 18 Overwatch shots. Looking for 6s. Oh.
Oh.
So I see 4 6s.
Yep.
Let's get rid of this mess, guys. Sorry, rolling one hand here. Strength 5, so 3s. For 2 wounds at -2.
So that'll be 5 ups.
For 2 dead possessed.
Just gonna roll our charge for the possessed. Really just needing double 1.
You're in, bud.
Nailed it. So we're going to start with our Sorcerer first. He has 3 attacks, so he's going to hit on 3s. And he is going to wound on 3s. Never mind. So we're going to go with the Tyrant's Claw next from Huron onto Necron Warriors. I did charge with Legendary Fighter, so I get 6 attacks, and I am going to hit on 3s. For 5 hits. Not bad.
Healthy.
And your toughness 4. You didn't buff them, did you?
Nope.
So 2 to wounds, 2 to kill, I think.
What's
3 to your armor save?
So that's 5 dead warriors.
So I'm going with my cultists next, who piled in. Now you do get to attack as long as you're within an inch of a model who is in base who is within an inch of an enemy one. That counts for obviously the Hellbrute, Mauler Fiends, and everything. So we'll allow at least 9 of them to attack, one of being the champion. So I'm going to need 4s to hit here with 10 attacks.
Healthy.
Not bad. Actually below average. Only 4 hits. I'm going to need 5 to wound you. For just 1 wound, normal armor save.
So 1 warrior dies.
Let's go our Hellbrute next, who will again attack Necron Warriors, obviously through the Mauler Fiends. I have 4 attacks from him. Heading on 3s. Ooh, I really need this to go well. But I need to keep the dice for the possessed, so I'm going to take that loss.
Okay.
And then I'm needing 2s to wound for 2 kills. So we've got a unit of possessed next, who are going to obviously target the Immortals. So they get D3 attacks for 3 attacks apiece.
Lovely.
So that's going to work out at 3, 6, 9, 12.
Well, indeed.
Get the dice.
This is going to be painful.
So that's 12 dice, hit on 3s. And that is
Still good.
not bad. And then I'm going to need 3s to wound you. If we're getting not too bad, 5 wounds, you do get a 6 up save. 5 up save.
Yeah, because it's -2, isn't it?
Yep.
So 4 go down.
Just going to go with our Mauler Fiend next, as I'm now finished on my charge ones. He does get 3 attacks, hit on 4s.
So cocked 1 there for no hits. It's me to activate next. I'm going to activate my 5 remaining Immortals. I've just done a bit of a pile in there, and we get 5 attacks. So hitting on 3s. Okay, and remember with our augment from Zaraz, they are strength 5, so wounding on 3s. For 3 saves to make.
Nice.
Full armor saves.
Full armor saves, so will be 3 ups for 2 go down.
My remaining 6 warriors are going to put 6 attacks into the Mauler Fiend, hitting on 3s for all but 1.
Nice.
I'd like that roll again here, so winning on 5s for 1 wound, full save. Hey,
Yeah.
Nick a wound.
So we finished up the fight phase there, we're now on to the morale phase. I've got none to do because I've either got, you know, Huron within 6 inches of units or they didn't suffer casualties.
I'm assuming they possess leadership 9.
You're going to assume they're within 6 inches of
Oh
Huron.
yeah.
So I automatically pass.
Right, I however lost 8 warriors this phase,
Yep.
or this turn, sorry.
Yep.
So just see what happens. That's fine. So that brings me up to leadership 10, so they're okay. And I lost 5 immortals, so I can really only lose 1. Again to 10, so they are okay. Let's recap your turn.
So that is the end of the Chaos turn there. Hoping for a bit more damage there. Not quite got it, so I've really got to hope that David whiffs his reanimations, but we did actually cause quite a bit of chaos there.
You sure did. Pardon Ross's pun, by the way.
Pardon Ross's pun, and even worse is that I didn't score any objectives. So I'm stuck with my 5, I will need to discard 1 next turn as we move into Necrons Turn 3.
You got it. Welcome back to Necrons Turn 3. We just want to quickly let you know, I actually did get defend marker 4 there at the end of Ross's turn, which was 2 additional victory points, bringing the score 8 to 3. Again, we've discussed this in previous battle reports. You have 2 turns in the battle round, so you can claim these sorts of cards even in your opponent's end of the turn. And I've had it for 2 turns. So 8 to 3. I'm going to do my reanimations, do my movement phase, and we'll recap some potential augments, potential reanimations, and what that looks like. Right, I've just drawn my extra cards. We already had Assassinate. I've got Defend Objective 3. Not happening. Prior orders received. Immediately draw another card. I drew Defend Objective 2, which is held by the Stalker. However, with priority objectives, I must control this essentially with my Warlord. That's not good. So yeah, not going to happen because he is over here. And then finally, psychological warfare. But guess what? Ross took probably the perfect general.
Huron, every Red Corsair within 6 inches of him automatically pass morale test.
Yeah, so not going to happen. But there are my cards, guys. So assassinate, defend 3, priority orders, defend 2, psychological warfare. Not going to get any points this turn, but let's move on to the movement phase. Right, we've got no augments to do, because Nemesor Zahndrekh can't augment those 2 units, he already has. Nemesor Zahndrekh is miles away. We did all the reanimations, however, and we've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, back up to an 11-man squad.
Sure.
Which is great. The Immortals are back up to a 7-man squad, and they were rolling reanimations at 4+, because they were within 3 inches of Nemesor Zahndrekh, who has a Technomancer rule, which is +1 for reanimations. Stalker stayed where he is, because guess what? He's pretty fine where he is.
He's doing okay.
The Warriors did fall back, sorry, it's worth mentioning. The Monolith has moved back 6 inches, but he still has full range of all his priority targets. And Nemesor Zahndrekh has just fallen back a little bit. We didn't actually fall back, he moved back. And he is going to be still within 12 inches to maybe do a wee cheeky shot at the Rhino.
Okay.
That's the recap. Let's move on to some shooting. Stalker is going to shoot the Heavy Gauss Cannon at the injured Mauler Fiend with 4 wounds left.
Okay.
So we didn't move, so 3+ to hit. We're going to use a command point.
Well, I think on turn 3 we now count them as 2 as part of the mission objective.
So we do, so my command points are useless.
Yep.
Cool, so 1 hit. It's going to be 3s to wound. For a wound.
Okay.
5 up.
5 up. I'm going to use my last 2 command points because I don't think I used 1 in last time.
You're going to reroll it.
I really need to pass this, like, so much. Oh no!
So our command points are done.
We're not command pointing.
It's d6 damage.
Yep.
So we need a 4+.
Don't do it.
We do it.
Oh no! Right, okay.
So does he explode?
I should have maybe saved this for here to make sure I don't
Yeah.
roll a 6.
Ah! Let's get that explosion ready.
So that's going to be really painful for me because now we get D3 mortal wounds on all the units near the Mauler Fiend, and there's a lot of units.
Even mine.
So who's going to take the pain first, David? Me or you?
Well, I will roll for your units, you roll for mine.
Right, okay. Where would you like to begin?
Let's start with the cultists.
Okay, cultists.
D3 mortal wounds.
3 are dead.
I'd rather that on the Hellbrute.
Yep, go for the Hellbrute next.
Oh,
you got it either way. Go for the Sorcerer next. Yeah.
So we've got 3/3/2.
And Huron, fail it.
1 on him. And if I roll a 3+ on the Possessed, they're dead.
Yeah, sure.
So the Possessed are immediately gone.
Yeah.
And it's time for you to roll on mine.
Yeah, I'm going after your Mortals.
Yep.
Great. And your Necron Warriors. Super great.
Wow, what a result for Necrons.
I'm going to explain the importance of what just happened there. So with the Possessed dying, the Mortals are now free to shoot. And even worse, Huron is now the nearest target because Rules is written it would have been the Possessed, but they're dead. My plans have came undone.
Siege didn't like your plans.
He didn't like indeed. So David, with the target you can now go for is Huron. If anything, you can actually target the Sorcerer because Huron's closer.
I know.
Great. You've now got your Mortals firing how many shots?
12.
12. Who are you going to target?
Huron.
Cool.
Hitting on 3s.
Okay.
Okay, so 5 missed.
Yeah, okay.
Now these are 3s to wound at -2. Okay, so 4 wounds.
4 wounds. I do have Sigil of Corruption, so I got 4 up pinball. If I fail all these, he's dead.
Oh! Well, he's dead. Warlord, kill and assassinate. I need to take a deep breath here, guys. I can't believe this is happening. Illuminator Zaraz is going to now shoot his Eldritch Lance at the Sorcerer with 2 wounds left.
Ah, okay.
So 3s to hit. It's a hit.
Yeah.
It's 2s to wound because it's strength 8.
Okay.
It's a wound
what?
for -4, and I believe you don't get any
I don't have an invo. How much damage does it cause?
D6.
Roll a 1. Oh gosh, darn it!
Monolith is going to split its shots. It's going to do the Particle Whip into the Hellbrute, and it's going to do the Gauss Flux Arcs into the Cultists. Particle Whip first of all, so we're looking for 3s to hit. Yeah, sure. So 6 hits. Strength 8, so 3s to wound. Only 3 go through.
But how much does it do?
D3 damage apiece, but it is -2 to your save.
So I've got 5 up saves.
Oh!
So we're getting that Hellbrute this time.
No. 12 shots into the Cultists. Oh.
This might do it for them.
Hitting on 3s. Fairly good roll. And killing on 3s.
What strength is it?
Strength 5.
Okay.
-2, so killing on 3s. So 4, 3, 5 more die. Nemesor Zahndrekh, shooting at the Rhino, 2s to hit. 5s to wound. This was Staff of Light, guys, so no wounds. Let's move on to the morale phase.
So we're on to the morale phase with Cultists. Now Huron was going to keep them going by making them fearless, but maybe not now. I fail by 3 on a 1. So if I get a 3 or more, the unit's dead.
Cool.
Well, I still fail, so that's going to kill 4 of them.
Because you lost 8 this turn.
I lost 8 this turn. That's not a good result.
That brings an end to Necrons Turn 3, and I have to say, best turn of the game, thanks to Ross.
Damn it.
So
I have nothing to say about that one.
Killing that Mauler Fiend just caused a huge chain reaction of events that
Yeah.
essentially has won me the game.
Yeah.
So talking about winning the game, I actually killed the Warlord, so that brings it 7 to 3. That will also give me Assassinate. So it's 8 to 3. No, sorry, we're already
I think you're 8 already, you're on 10 to 3.
10 to 3, and you did fail a morale check with your Cultist, so it's 11 to 3.
Yep.
With that,
David, I'm going to call it. Yeah, you know, I do have Chaos Space Marines in that Rhino against Monolith, and I don't know who that HQ is, but he's going to win. I've got my Hellbrute and some Cultists. Now, David, I mean, like, it's my own fault. I should have saved those command points just in case I exploded. And with that, it just caused a chain reaction of pain. So, good game. Oh my goodness.
Let's give your thoughts.
So that was a pretty solid victory for the Necrons. It's fair to say though, the greatest undoing for me was my own undoing.
I think the Maelstrom actually took out more points than... Yeah, it did. They took out a lot of points.
It gave you access to take out a lot of points. I was like, I'll try and reroll to save it. No, Ross, you were going to get it either way. Reroll in case you got explosion. I got explosion.
Yeah, I know. And you did a lot of mortal wounds.
Yes, I'm aware. I was there. So I think that was the greatest decider for that one, was when that Maelstrom went, it gave you access by the possessed, so it meant your immortals could fire, but also meant you could target Huron, go into the Sorcerer, and generally just, if you didn't like break my army, you broke my spirit.
I'm sorry. I feel bad.
It was just a case of, oh, you really like that? No, he's dead now, Ross.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I was hoping to use the possessed in combat, as rules is written, you could not target my characters.
Totally.
But the Maelstrom killed them in an explosion.
You're undoing. Undoing. I thought there was a couple of key moments though as well. I do want to point out, a lot of people have said a lot of people love Necrons, a lot of people dislike Necrons in 8th edition. I'm actually on the love them side.
Sure.
I think they're really good at what they do now. They feel more like Necrons.
Yeah.
Reanimation's back to as it should be. Monoliths are awesome again. They're just this crazy platform of death and doom. Also, you're wary to charge it in case you get eaten up by a portal of doom. But Necrons are solid, and I think that battle report really demonstrated Necrons they've got something for everything. Stalkers, tag stuff. Okay, you don't kill it, you've done something to buff the rest of your army.
You can cause quite a bit of damage though.
But it can cause damage. Monolith causes a lot of damage and you want to stop that, but you have to chew through 20 wounds. And I think the Monolith tonight, you only shot it once.
I don't even know if I did shoot at it.
It's that daunting. Necrons guys have got a lot of tricks up their sleeve, they really do. They've got a lot of really cool things.
Basically, if you're facing an infantry line like I was, wipe them. Have a plan and destroy it. If you go, right, I'm going to bring them down to 3 guys, you've done it wrong, mate.
Yeah, they'll bring them back.
They'll bring them back, or at least they'll bring back a significant amount, and all that damage you did, you have to do again. Pain.
Also, standard -1 for August is crazy, especially if you have your characters augment like they do. So you can get -1, okay, and forced to win against normal troops. But -1 where you can, a lot of your armies hit on 2+, with my will be done, potential other augments. They've got so much potential.
The synergy is great for them.
Either way, that was a lot of fun. We'd like to put some comments down below, let us know what you guys thought, especially about Necrons. We're quite keen as the last time they were out. They found it tough. This time they got an easier showing. Also check us out on our Facebook channel, link is down below in the description. We put a lot of daily comments up on that for our videos.
Got a lot of photos, projects we're working on, and generally a lot of articles as well about future things within the sort of games that are going on.
We're also trying to keep everyone up to date with the community stuff that GW release.
Sure.
Otherwise though, let us know your thoughts guys. Me and Ross will certainly see you soon. Another Tabletop Assault Battle Report.